The following is a talk given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on March 3rd, 2015 in Sri Mayapur, India. The talk was given on the occasion of the World Book Distribution Awards ceremony.
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Bhacharine Nirvisesa Sanyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Makakarati Vachanan Pangolangaya Pagan Yadkita Tanahan Vande Siganditainam Paramananda Malavam Sri Chaitanya Ishram. Hari Om Tat Sat. I was thinking today how much Srila Prabhupada is pleased.
How much Srila Prabhupada is pleased
by all of you attending this festival.
By all of you attending this festival.
And having so much enthusiasm for distributing his books.
And having so much enthusiasm for distributing his books.
He would say that when he saw the book distribution scores.
He would say that when he saw the book distribution scores.
It would give them a new life.
It would give him a new life.
And he was. I mean, he had to see that he was like so much inspired.
I mean, you had to see that. He was so much inspired.
By the book distribution.
By the book distribution.
By the book publication.
By the book publication.
When the BBT people would come and give them the stack of new books in new languages.
When the BBT people would come and give him a stack of new books in different languages.
He would literally cry.
He would literally cry.
And he would cry.
He would cry.
My Guru Maharaj would be so happy.
He would say, my Guru Maharaj would be so happy.
And when he heard the book distribution.
When he heard the book distribution.
Reports. He was so happy.
He was so happy.
But he told that reporter that Pragosh Prabhu had said.
But he told, as Pragosh Prabhu had said.
That I will live forever in my books.
I will live forever in my books.
That living forever is because you're also distributing those books.
That living forever is because you are also distributing those books.
People are reading them.
People are reading them.
Some devotees there was the Moscow book fair.
Some devotees in the Moscow book fair.
They visited from Vladivostok.
They visited from Vladivostok,
which is on the extreme east. It is the Pacific Ocean.
It's on the extreme east by the Pacific Ocean.
It's like, I don't know exactly, correct me, but around like 12 time zones.
It's about 12 time zones.
Russia is a big country.
Russia is a big country.
At that time it was the Soviet Union, so.
At that time, it was the Soviet Union.
And someone there from Vladivostok picked up some Bhagavad Gitas.
And someone there from Vladivostok picked up some Bhagavad Gitas.
And they read the Gita.
And they read the Gita.
And they started to practice.
And they started to practice.
And they had a whole group practicing.
They had a whole group practicing.
Chanting 16 rounds.
Chanting 16 rounds.
Doing devotional service.
Doing devotional service.
And then years passed by.
And then years passed by.
And one saw a book distributor.
And one saw a book distributor.
And said, "Oh, we purchased one of your books."
And he said, "Oh, we purchased one of your books.
We are practicing."
And we are practicing.
But I never heard a devotee say Hare Krishna.
But I never heard a devotee say Hare Krishna.
Could you once say the mantra so I could hear a living person say it?
Could you once say the mantra so that I could hear a living person say it?
Now that's how powerful Prabhupada's book was.
That's how powerful Srila Prabhupada's book was.
Close your mouth now.
Close your mouth now.
Really, his books are so powerful.
Really, his books are so powerful.
And we in ISKCON,
And we in ISKCON,
we are dedicated to distributing these books.
We are dedicated to distributing these books.
The BBT is publishing them.
The BBT is publishing them,
selling to us, and we distribute them.
And we distribute them.
And the book distributors.
And the book distributors.
Books are the basis.
Books are the basis.
Preaching is the essence.
Preaching is the essence.
And I was thinking also this morning.
And I was also thinking about this morning.
Now, of course, every country is different.
Of course, every country is different.
But there's good and bad aspects.
But there are good and bad aspects.
Like India used to be very low in book distribution.
Like India used to be very low in book distribution.
Europe, the area was very high.
Europe was very high in America.
And at this point, India is doing a bit better.
At this point, India is doing much better.
But it all depends on the book distributors.
But it all depends on the book distributors.
How much enthusiasm, how much dedication.
How much enthusiasm, how much dedication.
Because although, in India, you can say they know Gita.
Because, in India, you can say they know Gita.
But there are hundreds of Gitas out there.
But there are hundreds of Gitas out there.
There is a person you can distribute that doesn't say, "Oh, I have Gita."
There isn't a person who says, when you distribute, "Oh, I already have the Gita."
I have a Gita, my grandfather has it, my uncle reads it.
I have a Gita, my grandfather has it, my uncle reads it.
They have to convince them that you need to read it.
They have to convince them that you have to read it.
And some book distributors, one elderly man in Delhi.
And some book distributors, one elderly man in Delhi,
he uses a unique practice.
He uses a unique practice.
He stands in front of a car.
He stands in front of a car.
He says, "You take a Gita or run me over."
And he says, "You take a Gita or you run me over."
I would like to do that in America.
I would like to do that in America.
They run you over. But so in some places, money is easy.
It's easy.
It's Christmas season.
It's Christmas season.
It's like a giving mood.
People are in the giving mood.
You know, the different pluses and minuses through every place.
There are different
pros and minuses.
pros and practices in different
Pros and minuses.
pros and minuses in different places.
But the whole thing is that the devotees are so much dedicated
But the one thing is that the devotees are so much dedicated
to serving Srila Prabhupada.
to serving Srila Prabhupada.
And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur,
And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur,
when he ordered Prabhupada to go to the West,
when he ordered Prabhupada to go to the West,
he told them that by your preaching,
he told them that by your preaching,
this will be very good for you spiritually.
this will be very good for you spiritually,
And for those who helped you.
and for those who help you.
So every book distributor is helping Prabhupada,
So every book distributor is helping Prabhupada,
helping him to live on,
helping him to live on,
helping the conditioned souls to get the message of Lord Chaitanya.
helping the conditioned souls to get the message of Lord Chaitanya.
You heard from our minister
You heard from our minister
how Lord Chaitanya said, alone, how many fruits can I distribute?
how Lord Chaitanya said, how many fruits alone can I distribute?
Some may get, some may not get.
Some may get, some may not get.
So I remain in doubt. I remain in doubt.
So I remain in doubt.
So I order every human being
So I order every human being
in the universe
in the universe
to distribute these fruits.
to distribute these fruits.
So we know Lord Chaitanya, he gave the order.
So we know Lord Chaitanya, he gave the order.
Bolo Krishna,
Bolo Krishna,
Bhajo Krishna,
Bhajo Krishna,
Karo Krishna Shiksha.
Koro Krishna Shikha.
And that teachings of Krishna is, Gita is spoken by Krishna.
And the teachings of Krishna, the Gita is spoken by Krishna,
And the Bhagavatam and other books are spoken about Krishna.
and the Bhagavatam and other books are spoken about Krishna.
And then how we're all here together
And then how we're all here together
from different continents,
from different continents,
different countries,
from different countries,
all because of Srila Prabhupada
all because of Srila Prabhupada
and his books.
and his books.
I saw him in Mayapur, he'd come twice.
I saw him in Mayapur when he would come. He would come twice.
And he would come once in the middle of the year, fall,
He would come once in the middle of the year in the fall,
and once at Gaur Purnima.
and once at Gaur Purnima.
So Gaur Purnima, he was busy seeing all the devotees.
In Gaur Purnima, he was busy seeing all the devotees.
And sometimes visiting secretary would give him the books.
And sometimes his secretary would give him,
A secretary
would give him the books.
A trustee would send him with books.
A trustee would send him the books.
In the fall,
But in the fall,
he was writing.
he was writing.
And he would write all night.
And he would write all night.
He started his japa, and then after 1 or 2 hours,
He would start his japa, and then about every 1 or 2 hours,
after
after
1 or 2 hours,
after 1 or 2 hours,
he would start writing.
he would start writing.
And he was translating many Bhagavatam.
And he was translating mainly Bhagavatam.
He had a special Sanskrit Bhagavatam
He had a special Sanskrit Bhagavatam
with all the tikas of the previous acharyas.
with all the tikas of the previous acharyas.
7 tikas.
7 tikas.
Sridhar Maharaj,
Sridhar Swami Maharaj.
and Jiva Swami and so on.
and Jeev Goswami, and so on.
So he was spending great effort
So he was spending great effort
to write these books,
to write these books,
to give them his purport.
to give his purport.
We don't find that in any purport he says,
We don't find that in any purport he says,
well, Krishna said this, it really means this.
what Krishna said this, but it really means this.
Bhagavad Gita as it is not,
That Bhagavad Gita,
as it isn't.
as is not.
He would always explain why what Krishna said is correct.
He would always explain why what Krishna said is correct,
Just in case there's any doubts.
just in case there are any doubts.
Or what did Krishna mean? The right interpretation.
What did Krishna mean with the correct interpretation?
So we're all here
So we're all here
to help in preaching, help in book distribution,
to help in preaching, to help in book distribution,
and we should be very grateful
and we should be very grateful
that we have this opportunity
that we have this opportunity
to associate with so many nice Vaishnavas,
to associate with so many nice Vaishnavas
Vaishnavis.
and Vaishnavis.
You know, Prabhupada, when he came to the West,
Prabhupada, when he came to the West,
he didn't have anybody.
he didn't have anybody.
No godbrothers, no
No.
disciples of godbrothers.
No God brothers, no disciples.
When he left from Calcutta,
When he left from Calcutta,
this year is the 50th anniversary of his leaving.
this year is the 50th anniversary of him leaving.
No big send-off party.
No big send-off party.
I don't think there's anyone.
I don't think there was anyone.
He was alone
He was alone,
with his order, his guru, and Krishna.
with the order of his Guru and Krishna.
And he was asking for help. He said, here in America, this is a good place. Please send your people.
And he asked for help. He said, here in America, it's a good place. Please send your people.
And that wasn't coming. Okay, send me on harmonium.
Okay, send me a harmonium.
That didn't come.
That didn't come.
Send me a mridanga.
Send me a mridanga.
That didn't come.
That didn't come.
Send me a pair of kartas.
Send me a pair of kartas.
Anything.
Anything.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So we are so fortunate.
So we are so fortunate.
We are so fortunate.
We are so fortunate.
How we have so many Vaishnavas, so many godbrothers, god sisters, nephews, cousins,
How we have so many God brothers, God sisters, nephews, cousins
and we are to associate with,
to associate with,
to help us,
to help us,
for us to help them.
for us to help them.
So I want to hand back to the minister to tell us give out the awards.
So I'll hand it back to the minister to give out the awards.
I go.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,